Here is another video that might be helpful for anyone who's planning on building a porch extension like this and would like it to match up to the existing fascia board. And of course, that's going to depend upon how large your rafters are, where you position everything. So pay attention here if you're going to build something like this, because the rafter size is what's going to help you create the same dimensions. For example, if you have a 2-foot overhang on the outside and you would like to have a 2-foot overhang on this side, then the rafters are going to need to be the same height. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a few seconds. Go ahead and take the sheathing off, roof rafters. Now I do have some videos. I'm going to put some links in the video description box and on YouTube, and the first link will be for the original house if you wanted to see what that looked like, and the second link will be for a video that I just made about a month ago showing how to build this exact same porch but go on top of the roof, make it a little higher, go on top of the roof to make it a little easier for the homeowner. So here we go. Here's the key here. The measurement right here from the outside corner of the beam straight up. Let's just say it's 4.5 inches. It needs to be exactly the same. What the outside of the roof rafters are measuring. And in our case here, we have a truss roof. So the measurement from here to here needs to be the same. Let's just go back to it. As here we are on the outside, as from here to here, to match the fascia board. Now, if this is a little higher or a little lower, then your overhang is going to be a little smaller or a little longer. So if the existing house has a 2-foot overhang, then, and you want to keep it the same, then this measurement right here is going to be critical, going to have to be the same. It can be off a little bit, maybe even 1/8 of an inch, but other than that, it can start to push the fascia board out or in, depending upon how far off you are. Now, here's something else I want to point out. The other porch that I drew, when you finish the wall, it could be finished a little different. This one here, I went ahead and removed the overhang, and this comes underneath. And we need to have some type of a wall that's even with the lower wall here, and these roof rafters will provide us with that, as long as we line up the face or the edge of the rafter with the wall framing, because we might want to finish the top. It depends. If you're going to put a ceiling on this isn't going to be important. If you're going to paint the bottom of the roof rafters, maybe you're going to use plywood for your sheeting, maybe some 1x6 shiplap or T&G, something like that, and you need to finish the edge, then it's going to have to be framed like this. Let's go ahead and take some of the plywood or the OSB away there, give you an idea of how the valley rafter here is going to connect, and you might have to cut the existing roof framing like we did here, and then install some blocks so that everything looks like it's part of the deal here. And you can always use 2x4. I use 2x6 here. You can always use 2x4. Just make sure that it's the right height. And the other end here. Now, I did put some shaped blocks in here so that I could get the plywood nailing for the existing house. This is probably going to be a good idea. Toenail them into the framing plates. And of course, you can always use some building hardware. Some flat A35s or Tico clips would be fine. Put the sheathing back in. Of course, this would need to be nailed. Perimeter nailing, possibly 6 inches on center. A view from above, we got 2-foot on center rafters with a 1-foot overhang, 2-foot overhang here, and our valley fill. Our ridge, our rafter ties, and I don't have any collar ties in something like this. It's you can put them in, maybe you can always put a strap over it. Remember, a strap will do the same thing as a collar tie. What strap I can't really provide you with that information. Because why? For those of you who have been watching my channel long enough, because I don't like to give structural engineering information out that could get someone in trouble, especially me and you, if you don't really understand what I'm saying. Because I can provide people with structural engineering information. I just can't provide them with information that's going to work in every situation all around the world. So that's it here. And hopefully this helped. I am not going to be providing you with step-by-step instructions on how to build something like this, but I do realize that a lot of people, all they need is a little bit of information to help them do the project. And if this was enough information for you to do something like this, make sure you let us know. Hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment in the comment area, and let us know how much you appreciate the video.